Hello, I'm Peter Davis and welcome to Fuel. Today, we're with the Honda HR-V Turbo. When I first saw the HR-V on the internet, it looked very grand and large and I really liked it. But in real life, it's a lot smaller, more compact. Something similar to the Proton X50, the Mazda CX-3, or even the Corolla Cross. When I first saw the car, things that really stood out for me were the front grille. It looks very large and it makes the car look extremely bold and handsome. I also like the side profile of the car. It looks very nice, rugged and solid. Both the turbo variant and the electric vehicle hybrid come with 18-inch wheels, and those have Continental ultra compact UC6s stuck on top of them. These Continentals are 225 in width, which is going to give the HR-V plenty of grip. On the bottom of these folding mirrors, you can see a side camera, which is very useful when you're doing reversing or indicating to your left. We'll show you more about that later. And speaking about cameras, there is of course a reverse camera, standard in most cars nowadays. Even with all of the upgrades, this model, the turbo variant, doesn't come with the sensor to open up the rear boot. So if you've gone for the manly turbo variant, you're gonna have to get your biceps out and manly, like, open up, ooh, and show your arms, look at that. Show your guns off as you open up the bonnet boot and see all the camera equipment. So just shut that. If you like twin tips, then this HR-V has a couple right here for you. They are functional and actually connected to the car engine. A very HR-V thing is the rear quarter panel holding the door handle. So it makes the door look like it doesn't have a handle. Of course, you got in the front here, one press on the door handle locks the door for the whole car. And to open, stick your hand in there and open. One thing about this HR-V I don't like is it's a little bit hit and miss when you try and close the door. Sometimes you don't put enough effort in, and other times you do. I don't know, maybe it's just new. Honda has an 8-inch infotainment display up here. You can see I'm playing around with audio settings. The HR-V does in fact have 8 speakers dotted around the interior. So let's see what it can do.
It looks something like this.
Oh, it's not bad, not bad. Could be a bit lower, but it's a standard car, so this is pretty good. At the front here, we've got 2 USB ports, so one for power, and on the right-hand side, you can actually connect to your infotainment system. There are 2 more for rear passengers in the armrest, and if you're going wireless charging, there's a pad right here in front of the gear stick. There's also a 12-volt port just here. The dashboard looks alright. It's nothing too special. There are no LED lights like all the BMWs or Mercedeses of the world, but you've got a nice leather strip which is cushioned along the center, plastic on the top, but it does look quite nice. You've got silver furnishing around the gear knob selection there, piano black on the steering wheel, and it all looks pretty good. Feels good too. Leather seats, all pitted leather there, looks very nice. And the seats actually do give you a bit of hold and grip around the midsection and around the thighs, which are very nice. This is the steering wheel. Okay, so we've got our volume up and down as you'd expect, picking up and dropping phone calls. You've got the lane assist here. So you've got cruise control on the right hand side, and you can reset your speed or change it to whatever speed you like. There's cruise control, and you've got things like distance between cars, so you can set that. Lane assist there, all available. The steering wheel has good adjustment also. You've got the regular up and down, but you've also got telescopic, which is great. I always like my steering wheel a little bit closer and pretty much as high up as possible. The driver's side seat does in fact have electronic controls, which is very handy. Headroom's pretty good. There's a lot of space. I've even got my glasses at the top of my head here. And no problem, not gonna knock them off. Nice and comfortable. Another interesting thing about this HRV, well, not just this HRV, but a lot of the brand new Hondas that are compatible, is Honda Connect. It's an app on your phone, so your car connects to your app, and the app in turn connects to Honda. Honda Connect says that the next chapter of innovation comes from this app. So it has advanced connectivity for you and your car, so there is better safety, you've got better security, and more convenience. With safety, there's automatic collision detection, you've got security alarm detection. With Honda Connect, your car automatically sends an alert when the security alarm is triggered by trespassers. So you'll have the upper hand even when you're not with your Honda. There's a speed alert, so if you've lent your car to somebody, Honda Connect allows you to intuitively set a speed alert and automatically notifies you when they exceed it, allowing you to keep your eye on them at all times. So it's great if you're letting your kid go out and drive and they decide to joyride it up, they're going to get caught out with Honda Connect. For security, Honda Connect enhances the security of your car with advanced technology that helps you keep track of the latest location at all times. So with Honda Connect, you can actually find your car, much like finding your iPhone. Honda Connect also has something called Emergency Call, which makes it easier for you to access emergency contacts with just a tap, giving you a helping hand in any kind of situation. Basically, Honda is giving you convenience where you can now be checking on your Honda at all times remotely from your handphone. Do you remember we talked about the camera on the wing mirror? Well, when you hit the left indicator, it gives you a camera display up on the infotainment system in the center console, which is great for backseat drivers because they'll be able to check out if a security guard is going to run up on you and you can just run away before paying the bill. Now we've come to a drive-through to test one of the new features of this HRV, which is the brake hold feature. So here we have the button that says brake hold. Currently, brake hold is off, so I'm in drive. I've got my foot on the brake pedal, so when I let go of my foot, the car rolls forward. See that? Car rolls forward. Car rolls forward, just like a normal car would. So now I've got my foot in the pedal, I'm going to press the brake hold button and it says brake hold system is active. Do that again. Brake hold system standby. So now I take my foot off the brake and let's see if we move or not. We're not moving. Look at that, that's good. So now I accelerate and I roll and I put my foot on the brake and it stops. I don't need to hold my foot on the brake, which is great. And it would make a big difference in Malaysian traffic. Now, all of these HRVs come with a 1.5 litre engine. This is the turbo variant. They're all inline 4, overhead cam, 16 valve, and they have VTEC as well. So they make that VTEC sound. Unfortunately though, they are paired with CVT, so it also makes a gearbox droning sound to go with it. This has the turbo and it gives you 181 horsepower and 214 Newton meters of torque, giving it a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour, giving it a fuel consumption rating of 6.5 litres per 100 km. Apparently, it's got a 0 to 100 of 8.8 seconds, and we're going to find out if that is the case or not. Do you have a stopwatch, Joe? Right now we're in sports mode, manual 1, we've got the brake auto hold on. We're going to try the 8.8 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. We're going to wait till the roads are clear on this closed course and then we're going to launch it. So here we go, 3, 2, 1 and go. Okay, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 6, 5. Auto shifting there, and we went to 105 in 3rd gear. Quite competent. Steering wheel tightens up when you're revving the car a bit and makes it easier to control. Feels more sturdy, maybe more luxurious, and means that the wheel is not going to flap around, causing you to lose control. I have to say the suspension feels nice. It's not too SUV-like, it's not too sports car-like. It does very well over speed bumps because of the ride height of the car. One thing which does feel a bit off is the size of the steering wheel. It's quite large. What a large steering wheel means is it feels a bit cumbersome when you're doing tight corners. However, it's very easy when you're driving on the highway. The HR-V has a variable gear ratio steering system, which means depending on how you're driving, it will change the ratio of the steering, which is kind of what it says in the title. So if you're parking, it might turn faster, and if you're on the highway, it'll turn a little bit slower, giving you more confidence and control. The HR-V comes as standard with 6 airbags, and it's also got 8 parking sensors. It does have a special reverse camera mode, which we'll show you right here. So once you get into your space and you want to see things a little bit clearer, you can just flick the switches here to find out exactly what's going on. So this is regular, this should be wider, and this will be a top-down bird's eye view. So let's just tuck those in underneath. There you go. Oh, and nice. Easy. Now, if you were to compare this to its closest rival in the B segment for SUVs, it would probably be the Proton X50. Now, aside from the cost, what is the difference between these two cars? Well, the X50 is cheaper, but less fuel efficient, slightly less power, and it feels like it tries a bit too hard. There are so many bells and whistles and extras going on that it's quite hard to keep up with it. Whereas the Honda HR-V has slightly better performance, slightly better fuel efficiency, and it's got the good old Tiptronic gearing. Things I like about the HR-V that you might like as well are features like Honda Connect, where you can check up on your car even if you're not in the country. Other things I like are the sound system. It's very solid, 8 speakers, but it manages to hold bass quite coherently, which is good if you like to listen to some EDM tracks. Also, I think I can just about squeeze my bicycle in the back, almost as well as my Prius. Did I mention I like the auto braking and the Tiptronic gears? Those are both really, really good. And in fact, I wish I had the auto braking system on my car. Something that I don't like so much maybe is the steering that tightens up as you go faster, only because there's a little bit of a dead zone in the middle and it might take some getting used to, but with more driving, maybe you'll learn to live with it or love it. Given the choice and having the money, I'd probably go for the Honda. A big thank you to all of you at home watching Fuel. Now, if you like this review, do let us know in the comments below, and also let us know what you'd like us to review. And for all your Honda needs, check out Cheongnam here in Setia Alam. Who knows, we might be back to review some more Hondas soon. Don't forget guys, remember to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, get fueled. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe and hit that notification button. And be sure to check out some of the other videos we've got over here. Maybe that one, this one, that one. Remember, get fueled.